Okay, I'm joined on Zoom by Frankie Kent. Frankie, yesterday's game, I guess it was frustration really, because the first half you controlled the game for long periods, and obviously the goal straight after half time kind of changes things.
Yeah, I thought we done well. I thought we done really well in the first half. The first 5-10 minutes, obviously, we was getting a bit of a feel of it, but we know we started really well. I mean, we ain't played in must it been like 25 games, 25 days or whatever it was. So yeah, no, it was nice to be back out there. Obviously, we know they're a good team, but like what the gaffer said to us, that we know when we're on top, we've got to be a bit more ruthless and try and put our advantage ahead. So, but we didn't really do that. They got back into it early in the second half, which was quite disappointing. A bit of a lucky goal, a bit spawny, but yeah, no. I thought we'd done well to hold on in the end, and to be fair, probably a point. But obviously disappointed that we couldn't make our first half advantage a bit bigger.
Yeah, was it weird playing? Because obviously, as you say, it's been so long without a game, and players can train all they like, but ultimately it's about playing matches. And to go 25 days without a game, it's felt a little bit like Christmas again.
Yeah, it was strange. Obviously, our last one was MK Dons, and that was obviously a month ago, more or less, this Tuesday. So it was very strange. Obviously, not having a game. Obviously, we had the training and everything, the 2 weeks training. We had a couple of games in between there, between ourselves. But yeah, being back out there. But once you're out there, everything's back to normal. So, but yeah, no, it was all right.
Started the game really well, and we've done that quite a lot actually in recent games after struggling a little bit with first half sort of performances in the first 20 minutes or so. Was that something that we've spoken about? Because I guess from Lincoln's perspective, they've played games we haven't. They probably may have thought we were going to come out like that, but we hit the ground really quickly.
Yeah, we knew that they started games really well. I think they score quite frequently. In the early couple of minutes or early 10-15 minutes. So we knew that we had to be on it. Robbo and the gaffer got on to us fairly early about that. And yeah, it's probably the most comfortable we've felt in quite a while in the first 10-15 minutes. So yeah, no, I thought we'd done well. And like I said, just it's frustrating that we couldn't make more of it.
When you went down to 10 men, I can't really remember them causing you problems in terms of opening you up or really creating too many chances. In fact, we probably looked more lively going the other way at that point. Was it strange in terms of you were happy with the point because you're playing for 10 men, but ultimately you probably felt a little frustrated perhaps that you weren't able to make things count the other end?
Yeah, to a point, and we done well. Obviously, having the 10 men. Like I said, I can't really remember. They had a few bits here and there. I think Butts made a good block. Pimmy might have made a save, but I don't know whether that was with when Tomo was still on. But other than that, yeah, we done all right, and we done well defensively. And obviously Ricky come on and done quite well running forward and that. And we had a couple of set pieces that we could have made a little bit more of, but in the end, probably for how the second half went, I still thought we played quite well up to the sending off. Obviously, we still got through them. I thought we were still quite decent on the ball. I mean, I watched it back, and yeah, I think we've still done all right. It's just, like I said, we just need to be a bit more clinical and a bit more ruthless.
Did you watch it back just to see how your Barnet was looking on the telly?
Oh no, that was looks so long. I need a trim so bad. It's been like 5 weeks now. So
that must be a nightmare with footballers. You've been on TV and during lockdown, obviously you can't get your haircut, and obviously you can only get to leave so many times, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. But yeah, no, I'll hopefully have to try and get beeves on it soon.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's just nice to get a game done because ultimately, they are going to come thick and fast now. And you look at the league as a whole, and to be honest, most leagues, no team's running away with any league at the moment because obviously the games are coming thick and fast. And, there were several games on after us that Swindon winning Ipswich, for instance, and Sunderland and Hull drawing. It's so tight up there that ultimately, if you put a few results together, you can really find yourselves in a decent position.
That's it. Things can turn around so quickly. I mean, look at us. We had quite a bad patch earlier on, and we won one game and then drawn a couple, and it's turned around straight away. So yeah, it all can turn around really quickly. We know that we can't obviously go on any sort of runs and think like that. We know we've got to be as consistent as possible, and then just try and progress from there. Really.
Mm. Obviously, it's the EFL Trophy on Tuesday, and I suppose in normal circumstances, the manager might be resting and rotating. But given the fact you've not had a game, I'd imagine that probably you'll be itching to play another one.
Yeah. Obviously, I want to play every game, but we'll see what the manager does. Obviously, I want to play, and everyone's ready to play. Like you said, we've had a good time off, so everyone's fresh and fit enough. So yeah, we're just looking forward to that. I know Portsmouth are playing today, so it'd be difficult to see what they do, and yeah, just go from there.
How did you find the Christmas period? I mean, we spoke during lockdown last time, and there's only so many box sets you can do. But Christmas as a footballer, it's all about playing games, and the fact you were unable to do that, I'd imagine it was a bit of a
it was proper strange. It was really weird. I just felt lost. Obviously, first Christmas off in I don't know how long. It was really weird. But obviously, it was nice that all the other games were still on, so you could still like watch all of them and keep yourself busy. But it was strange having it off and trying to keep yourself busy. But it was all right.
Yeah, during the show we did with Sammy, you spoke about how difficult and challenging it can be during this time, and particularly when, as you say, you're away from home and some periods of time, and it's challenging for everybody, whether you're a footballer or whether you work in whatever it is. It's hard to sort of block anything out, isn't it? Because you know fully what's going on in the world.
Yeah, it is, and obviously you talk to family and friends and everyone. Everyone's in the same position. It's really tough. We're very fortunate for what we've been doing. Obviously, we had that bit off of Christmas, but we are well fortunate that we're able to do what we can do every single day, and lucky enough to go out there and keep working and keep our normal life going. Whereas, obviously, my mum and dad, my brother, and they're not a normal life, and everyone's the same. So it's very difficult, but hopefully. It's not too much longer, and then everything will hopefully try and be getting back to normal. But listen, what do I know? I don't know too much about it.
It's nice that you've sat up in this interview, because when we did Beeves, of course, he was wearing. Well, you commented, didn't you? You said exactly what you said, and he seemed to be as comfy as he'll ever be in an interview. That's the thing with Zoom.
Yeah, that's it. He's always like that. He's always horizontal. Anytime he can get to chill, he does it. But it's funny. We was taking the mick out of him the other day as well.